Good morning, class. Today we will learn subtraction of integers. So we have already learned subtraction of whole number. What is the meaning of subtraction? To take away. Let's take a small example. 6 minus 4. We know what is 6 minus 4. Of course, 4 taken away from 6 and we get 2. So how this 6 minus 4 is written in mathematical statement? We write subtract 4 from 6. We have to remember that this from, what is the first alphabet? It is F. So when it is before any number, that number is written first. From F we get one more word, first. Right? So first we will write 6, then subtract. So minus sign, then 4. So it is 2. Let's take another example. Subtract 2 from minus 3. From is before minus 3, from first. So we will write minus 3 at the beginning, minus 3, subtract. So minus sign. And then 2. We have 2 from minus 3. Both the integers have same sign. So when both the integers of same sign, what we do? We add them. 3 plus 2. What is 3 plus 2? It is 5. And both have minus sign. So we will be having minus 5. Okay. Let's come to the third example. Subtract minus 2 from minus 3. What we do is minus 3. There are two minus. So minus and minus, it becomes plus. And minus 3 plus 2. So we have to subtract 3 minus 2. We have 1. What is the sign of the bigger integer? It is negative. So our answer is minus 1. How we get it? To understand this, we have to first learn about zero pair. What is zero pair? We know that when minus 1 and plus 1 is added, we get 0. This is called zero pair. Now, if we suppose this minus 3 is represented by, let's say, 3 small white boxes. Okay, minus this all are minus 1, right? Minus 1, minus 1, minus 1. And subtract means to take away. So we are taking away. Let's cut it. What is remaining? Minus 1. If we check this example by this way, minus 3 minus 2 is minus 5. How we will be writing it? Minus 3 will be written like this. Minus 1, minus 1, minus 1. And we have to subtract 2. But is there any positive numbers here? No. What we do? We add zero pair. What we do? We write it like this. Minus 1 plus 1. Minus 1 plus 1. This total becomes a 0. So we can write it. This total is a 0. Zero pair we can write it. From here we have to take away 2. So we are taking away plus 2. What is remaining? See? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's why here when the signs are same, we are adding it. 3 and 2 is 5 and both are having negative signs. So we are writing minus. But when we have like this, minus 3 minus minus 2. Actually what we are doing? We are adding it. So in subtraction, what we are doing? We are basically adding the additive inverse. For example, 3 minus minus 2. What is the additive inverse of minus 2? It is plus 2. So, with 3, we are adding the additive inverse of minus 2 and it becomes 3 plus 2, that is 5. If we have minus 3 minus, this is plus 5. No sign is there, that means this is plus 5. So, what is the additive inverse? Additive inverse of plus 5 is minus 5. So, minus 3 and minus 5 when added, they are both having same sign. So we will be adding the values. 3 plus 5 is 8 and both are having the minus sign. It is minus 8. But the shortcut is to remember that Okay, what this bracket signifies? This bracket signifies the multiplication sign. Okay, when we have bracket means when some integer is outside. Suppose let's remember, if you have like this 8 minus 3 and we used to use the BODMAS. So 8 minus 3 is 5 and we used to do it 2 into 5, right? This bracket sign is for multiplication. So when two positive signs are multiplied, plus into plus, we are always getting plus. When two negative signs are multiplied, we are getting plus. When plus is multiplied with minus, we are getting minus. And when minus is multiplied with a plus sign, we are getting minus. If both the signs are same, we will be getting a plus. Plus, plus, both are same, plus. Minus, minus, both are same, we are getting plus. But when different signs are being multiplied, plus into minus or minus into plus, we are getting a minus. Let's use it again in these two questions. Minus into minus, 3. Minus into minus is plus. 3 plus 2, that is 5. Here, minus into plus, that is minus. So, minus 3 minus 5 is equal to minus 8. Is it clear now? What is the first property? First property is the closure property. We have done this property before also. When two numbers are, when one integer is subtracted from the other integer, we always get a integer only. For example, let's from minus 3, our first integer, let's subtract minus 4. What we are getting? Minus 7, which is again an integer. So, subtraction follows the closure property. Next is, any integer minus 0 is equal to that integer. For example, 3 minus 0, we will be getting 3. Minus 2 minus 0, again we will be getting minus 2. So, a minus 0 is always equal to a. And the third property is, if a is greater than b, a minus c is greater than b minus c. Let's take an example. Let's say 5 is greater than 3. According to this property, 5 minus 2 should be greater than 3 minus 2. Let's see whether this happens or not. 5 minus 2 is 3. And what is 3 minus 2? It is 1. So, of course, this a minus c is greater than b minus c. So, this is our third property. Plus into plus, plus. Minus into minus is plus. They are both having the same sign. When there is same sign, we have the positive sign. When both are negative, again plus sign. Plus into minus is minus, and minus into plus is again minus. Okay, let's do some problems from here. The first is subtract 18 from minus 34. What I said about from? From starts with F. So this minus 34, it should be written before. So minus 34 minus, this is subtraction. So minus sign. And then this 18. Now see, both are negative numbers, right? So what we will be doing? When both are negative, we add them. 8 plus 4, 12, 3 plus 1, 4 and 5. Minus 52. Let's come to the next sum. Minus 28 from minus 43. Which will be written before? Of course, minus 43, right? Minus 43 minus. Now what is here? This is minus 28. We can't write two negative integers side by side. So we put a bracket. Minus 28. What will be the next step? Minus 43. Now this is minus and we have a bracket. That means minus into minus. When both are minus, what we will get? We will get plus. Plus 28. Now see, they are having different signs. So what is the rule? We have learned the rule. When both the integers are having different sign, we do the subtraction. So 43 minus 28 and 1. And what is the sign of the bigger number? It is minus. So minus 15. Come to this one. Minus 92 from 0. So it will be written as 0 minus 92. Again minus into minus. What happens? It becomes plus. And 0 plus 92 is always 92. Now come to some different sums of question number 1. Subtract minus 2768 from minus 287. From. So this number will be written before. That is minus 287 minus subtraction. So minus. Then minus 2768. Now minus into minus. What is it? Plus. So minus 287 plus 2768. And we get, after subtracting, we are getting 2481. And this is positive, right? So why? Because the bigger number is positive. So we are getting a positive answer. 6240 from minus 271. So minus 271 will be written first, then subtraction, so minus sign, then 6240, 6240, and now both are having the negative sign. So we are adding them. After adding, we are getting 6511 and then minus sign. From the sum of minus 250 and 138, from the sum of 136 and minus 272. So we have to take out these two sums first separately, and then we have to subtract this from this, right? Our sum is minus 250 plus 138. Both are having different sign. So what we do? We subtract. We will be subtracting 138 from 250. Then minus. Our sum is minus 250 plus 138. Both are having different sign. So what we do? We subtract. We will be subtracting 138 from 250. Then minus. Okay. And 250 is the bigger number, is having a negative sign. So it is minus 112. Second sum. 136 and 136 plus minus 272. So again plus into minus. 136 minus 272. So one is positive, one is negative. We will be subtracting this first 136 from 272. And the bigger number is negative. Now we have to subtract this sum from this sum. So how you will write? Difference minus 136 minus, what is it? Minus 112. And what we know? Minus into minus is plus. Plus 112. Again both are having different sign. So it will be subtraction and the bigger number is negative. So what is our answer? Our answer is minus 24. Oh, let's start. Big bracket. Minus 13. Now see. Here in the small bracket minus 17 is written. Here it is minus. Then again there is a small bracket and minus sign is there. So what we will use? We will use minus into minus. What is minus into minus? It is plus. So plus 17. Big bracket will be there. Then again minus 22. And minus into minus is again plus. Plus 40. When we solve the numbers in the bracket is automatically removed. So 17 minus 13. See, minus 13 plus 17. Both are having different signs, right? So we are subtracting 17 minus 13. We have 4. And it will be plus 4. So we have removed the bracket. Then we have the plus sign. And here it is 40 minus 22. 10 minus 2, it is 8, and this is 18. The bigger number has plus sign, so it will be plus 18. And 4 plus 18, what we have? 19, 20, 21, 22. So this is our answer. Is it clear? Please don't step jump. The sum of two integers is 65. If one of the integer is minus 47, find the other. So what we will do? We don't know one of the integer, right? So let us imagine, let that integer be x. We imagine that integer to be x. Sum of two integer is 65. It is given to us. One of the integer is minus 47. So the other integer, how you will write it? Two integers we have to write it together. One integer we have taken it as x. So x plus sum. The integers are added. So x plus, what is the other integer? Minus 47. It will be written in bracket, right? X plus minus 47 is equal to, what is the sum? Sum is 65. X plus minus 47 is 65. So x, now plus into minus is minus. So x minus 47 will be 65. So what is the value of this x? The other integer. This 47, when it will be changing the side, it will become plus 47. So the other integer is 65 plus 47, that is 112. What is happening in these two steps? Please say it again. X plus minus 47. Why? Because we have to take out the value of this other integer. So we are adding them. Is 65. Now here we have plus and minus, both signs are there. And there is a bracket. So plus into minus is minus. X minus 47 is 65. And then what is the value of x? X is equal to this minus 47. When it changes side, it will be becoming plus 65 plus 47. That is 112. Next is question number 5. Add minus 36 to the difference of minus 8 and 68. So minus 8 and 68, we have to calculate the sum. Minus 8 minus 68, minus into minus is plus. So minus 8 plus 68 is 60. And adding minus 36 to the difference. So 60 plus minus 36 is equal to 60 minus 36. Plus into minus is minus. That is 24. In the next question, from the sea level, top of the mountain is given point A, which is 5,700 meter, and from the sea level the bottom B point is given, which is 39,600 meter. So the vertical distance between A and B, we will be adding them, and we are getting 45,300 meter. Okay, in question number 12, the temperature at 6 p.m. is 1 degree centigrade, which falls to minus 4 degree centigrade in 12 midnight. So fall of temperature will be 1 minus minus 4, and minus into minus is plus. So 1 plus 4 is 5 degree centigrade. If we see this in number line, then from 1, how many steps we are jumping? We are jumping 5 steps. So it is 5 degree centigrade is the difference. Today's activity on subtraction of integers by Saikriti and Arya.
This pink paper represents +1 and this blue paper -1. If we have to get the sum of these two, then the answer will be 0 because they are additive inverse. That's why the answer is 0, and this is known as zero pair. This question is of subtraction. The question is -3 minus -2. Let's get started. 1, 2 and 3. Now I will subtract -2 from here, and the answer is left with -1. So the answer is -1. Plus 3 minus -2. Positive 3, 1, 2 and 3. Then we will take the help of zero pair 1 and zero pair 2. Then I will remove -2 from here. Then the answer is left with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
We can also show subtractions using number lines. What about -2 minus -4? Our first number is -2. So that will be start. Our operation is minus. Our second number is negative 4. Therefore, our bird will be jumping backward 4 steps. So our answer will be negative 2 minus negative 4 is equal to 2. Let's recap. The first number is where you start. The operation tells you where look, plus, right or minus left. The second number tells you how far to move and in which direction, positive forward or negative backward. Where to land is your answer. Now you know a trick for adding and subtracting negative numbers.
Hope you enjoyed. Thank you.